Good morning, everybody. As promised, I am doing a video on how to rebuild the Atlantis. Well, first you're going to want to take it apart. This one has already been rebuilt and everything. The coil is right here. It's dirty. But just pull this bottom part off. And you take off this piece. And your coil should come along with it. And you want to empty out everything that's inside. Get it completely empty. And then you want to take something little and just kind of poke out that little piece of cotton, looks like paper towel, that's all inside around the air holes. Now see, there's only 2 air holes. Everything else is blocked off. I know a lot of you had a question about that, but it's blocked off. I am going to stop it here, let you guys empty out everything, and get it completely looking like this. Next, you want to find a screwdriver that fits through the air hole perfectly. And that's what you're going to use to wrap around. I am going to be using 24 gauge kanthal, and I'm going to do 6 wraps. And really quick before I forget, there's a little mesh screen right here. You're just going to want to pop that out and save it, because you're going to want to put it back in when everything's done. So that way, if there's any splashing of the hot juice, it will hit that before it hits your mouth, because that shit will suck. Alright, go ahead and wick the coil that you just made after you heat treated it and everything, of course, which I forgot, so I'm going to go do that now. Fire! Good to go. Let that cool down and then wick it. You want to make sure that your wick is in there nice and snug. You don't want it in there loose or way too tight, but you want it in there really nice and snug. Alright, so now after you heat treated your coil and you wicked it nice and snug, like a bug in a rug, we are going to put it in the middle, or on the bottom, and you're going to want to slide one piece of the cotton up first, or whatever way works better for you. And then we're going to use something to help getting in the hole. A smaller one would be better. Like so. Now it's in the hole. And we're going to do the same thing with the other side to get everything in the hole. I'm going to stop it here and get it in the hole, and then you guys do your thing while I'm doing this thing, and then we'll meet back up in like 2 seconds. Alright, now you should have your cotton sticking through the holes, and have your coil in the middle. And I usually just hold the coil or the cotton like so, just so that way I can keep it there while I do the rest. You're going to take your little rubber piece, you're going to put it over one leg, like so. Come on. See, it's in there, and now you're going to take your little metal piece, and you're going to put it in that hole. And once you do that, you want to clip the legs as low as you possibly can, so they're not touching anything. And then if your coil gets all uneven, like mine did, you just fix that and then clip it. Alright, so legs are trimmed. This is how it should be looking. Now let's put it on the base and see what it ohms out to. Should be around, my own reader usually says 0.45, but then my mod always says 0.55. So let's see. 0.47. So, you know, it's close enough. And now we're going to cut the cotton. Just a little bit. You still want a little bit of like arms hanging out. So we're just going to go boop. Don't make it too thick though, because when you're trying to unscrew the tank and everything, the cotton will get stuck between these like little thingies, ridges and stuff. So it'll be a pain in the ass. I learned that the hard way the first time I did it. So that's what we want it to look like. Juice it up, you know, do a couple of test fires on it just to get it nice and wet and wicked and everything. And then you want to put this, whoops, oh my god. You want to put this little screen mesh back into it. Make sure it's not touching the coil, but put it back on there, just the way it was. And yeah, fill your tank up and everything. Do your thing. I'm gonna fill mine up and then do a couple test hits. All right, so I'm just gonna show you. I'm just gonna do some drips down the middle just to get it nice and wet. I'm gonna get these little legs nice and wet. This video is turning out longer than I expected. Sorry, guys. I just woke up, I'm tired. But, yeah. Nice and wet. Alright, now we're just going to help the juice get all nice into the wick, and you just want to fire it and blow. Just do that a few times, and then drip it again. Boop. And then add that little, oh my goodness, that little thingy again, little mesh circle thing. Alright, put that back in. And then make sure it sits on that ledge that it was sitting on before. Like so. And now fill your tank up and enjoy. Alright, let's take a few rips and see how she does. I am on 35 watts. My ohm reader says 0.61. See, they're completely off and different. Now I can run it higher and it'll still do fine up to about 50 watts. But I like a longer draw, so I really like 35 watts. Enjoy!